it. So now in the beginning of 2017, I figure, hey, I might as well do a video talking about my 10 anticipated movies of 2017. And this isn't a countdown, it's in no particular order. In fact, the order it's in is order of release. So don't take the first one as the one I'm looking forward to the least, and the last one, the one I'm looking forward to the most. So there's not gonna be a countdown like number 10, number 9, number 8. I'm just gonna rattle them off here. Give you some thoughts on them while I do it. And also keep in mind, I'm not looking forward to just 10. There are actually quite a few movies I'm looking forward to. But as it is a list of 10, I had to keep it to 10, so now let's talk about the 10. Well, first off, early in the year, we have it. It's coming to us, John Wick 2. Yeah, who's not looking forward to that? John Wick 1 was awesome. John Wick was fucking awesome. Keanu Reeves is fucking awesome, so I'm hoping John Wick 2 is, in and of itself, yeah, fucking awesome. But it's because John Wick was such a surprise, you know? You go into this movie, you're like, yeah, I guess, and then you watch it, and you're like, oh my god, that was absurdly entertaining. It was action-packed, it was exciting, it had a cool comic book-ish world it built within this movie. And I'm hoping it keeps up for the second one. You know, there's that fear because, you know, I've been there for the Taken movies, where you're like, first one's great. So I'm hoping John Wick 2 is actually a great companion piece, a great sequel to the first John Wick. But coming up next is Logan. I mean, I like the X-Men movies as they are. Some I like, some I love, some I loathe. Logan looks like a horse of a different color. Someone watched The Last of Us and was like, yeah, you know, video game movies suck unanimously, so I'm going to, you know, make The Last of Us with Wolverine. It being Hugh Jackman's final Wolverine movie, it looks like it could be a great proper send-off for his character and him from the franchise. You know, this personal story with him, it looks like it's gonna have heart, it's gonna have action for sure, but it looks like it's not going to rely on that to tell the story. It looks like it's going to be something deeper. It makes me look forward to it. Did you imagine that? Best actor nomination. Hugh Jackman, Logan. Awesome. Next, in the same month of Logan, Kong Skull Island. We're in a world where everything has to have crossovers and cinematic universes. That's just the world we live in. I accept my reality, and I embrace the fun that this could bring. We have Godzilla, now we have Kong. The two are going to fight eventually. Let's see where Kong's coming from before these titans clash. I mean, the trailer was great. I like the angle they're taking with Kong, where it's like, he's not a bad king. You guys were just dicks when you came to his home. You started dropping bombs. Of course, he's gonna wreck your helicopter. Some people are afraid of it being too comedic with John C. Reilly. I could see where you're coming from. I have faith that John C. Reilly's character being the comedic one can organically be woven into this world and in this movie. I'm going on faith and ability of those involved for sure. Maybe I'm just going on hope. I don't know. All I know is this does look rad. Next one is Alien Covenant. All right, Prometheus is a mixed bag for most people. I mean, there are people who like Prometheus, people who don't like Prometheus. For me, I enjoyed Prometheus. I just see it as its own movie, not part of the Alien franchise. And if you do that, I feel like you can enjoy it as its own sci-fi a lot more. I'm just with Ridley Scott's touch alone, the movie looked glorious. It looked gorgeous. A lot less green screen, a lot more props. There was something about that organic feel to it that I really dug. This is the movie that is weaving the two worlds together. It's like, yeah, that was an Alien prequel leading into the Alien movies. Let me show you how. The trailer alone, you're like, that looks more like an Alien movie than a Prometheus movie. Yes, the two worlds are connecting hard. Next up, we have Wonder Woman. Yes, there are a lot of people out there who have lost faith in the DC movies. That DC Cinematic Universe is done for me. Not quite done for me. Wonder Woman is the one. It's detached from all that shit. It's in the past. It has the freedom to form its own story before all this Justice League, before this Batman versus Superman stuff started happening. She is a warrior fighting in World War I. And it being Wonder Woman and a war is happening, I have to then assume that the god of war, Ares, is in this film too. Or at least has a part in it, and that intrigues me. I get excited on that shit. After I read Brian Azzarello's Wonder Woman arc, I fell in love with the Wonder Woman character. I want to see what they do. You guys know Spider-Man was my boy in high school. Now we have Spider-Man Homecoming. How can I not look forward to Spider-Man Homecoming? I feel like I'm being redundant putting it on here because in the trailers I talked about how I'm looking forward to it. Pretty sure in the Civil War review, or at least the Civil War spoiler video I did when Civil War came out, I talked about how I'm jacked for this movie. Then the trailer came out and I was like, yep, I am excited for this. The Spider-Man trailer they came out with, where it concentrates on the high school element of Peter Parker, really reminded me why I loved Peter Parker and Spider-Man when I was in high school. Because superheroes were like, eat your green vegetables and you too can be a superhero. Peter Parker was like, nope, I'm one of the nerds who reads comic books and I'm a superhero. He should be called Spider-Boy, but he's not, he's Spider-Man. Next up, we have War for the Planet of the Apes. All right, when the first movie's great, second movie's great, third one's coming out, I have to say, yeah, I'm hoping that one's great. In fact, I have to assume that that one's going to be great. Caesar's fighting the good fight. He never wanted a war. He didn't want this with the people. He didn't want this conflict with the humans. But he's been put in this situation. Now he's here. Third movie down. And I keep saying, oh, if this one lands, it's going to be a great trilogy. I know they're going to make more for sure. But there's something about having a trilogy. I always feel like, all right, now if the other ones suck, at least I have my solid trilogy. There's a lot riding on it, man. I just love me a solid 3-movie arc, and I'm hoping this one delivers. Next one is Dunkirk. That's right. Christopher Nolan's one of my favorite directors working right now. He's coming out with a World War II epic. How can I be like, nah, can't happen, man. It's just like Christopher Nolan's coming out with a movie. That's an experience. It's an event for me. Interstellar taught me a very important thing. Sometimes when you watch a movie, give it time to marinate. Maybe watch it a second time. Then do your review. Don't just power out the review because of the competitive world of YouTube. It was an important lesson, a lesson I actually enacted a few times in 2016. I'm glad I did. So Dunkirk, hey, maybe I'll watch it twice before reviewing it. Who knows? All I know is Christopher Nolan's making a war movie. Let me sign on the dotted line. Let's get on this. Next up, Blade Runner 2049 or 2049. However the kids are saying it these days. Like, Blade Runner is one of those movies I saw in junior high. I was like, eh. But that's because I watched one version of the 4 versions or 5 versions that exist. If that was you, if you saw Blade Runner when you were young, you're like, don't care. I do urge you to possibly give it a second chance. Watch it with adult eyes. The point is, I had heard about a Blade Runner sequel for decades of my life. It gets to the point where you're like, that's just never going to happen. We know that. And you accept the reality of that situation. Then one day, holy shit, Blade Runner's happening. Blade Runner 2, now it's Blade Runner 2049. Oh, and now there's a trailer for it. Just something about that just made it real for me. And the director of Arrival's behind this, I'm gonna check it out. I want to check that out. And we come to the last one on the list, Star Wars Episode 8. Yeah, no shit. Hi, I'm Jeremy. Nice to meet you. A Star Wars movie's coming out this year. Looking forward to it. I feel like, to be fair, I should do a top 10 list that is actually a top 11 because the no shit scenario of a Star Wars movie is going to be on one every year. So it's either like, yeah, do a top 9 because who are we kidding? The 10th one is a no-brainer. Or do a top 10 with no Star Wars, knowing that Star Wars is going to be on there, and you just name other shit. I'm just saying, the fact that Star Wars is coming out in any given year is going to get me excited for it. I feel like Star Wars is on another level. I don't know. I have a year to mull it over and figure it out. Point is, for now, Star Wars Episode 8 on here. I feel like this is the time to do new shit. The Force Awakens, we got it. It was a great throwback. I'm glad it happened the way it did. I'm telling you, I feel like they're going to go in new directions with Episode 8. I'm interested in seeing that. So bring on Star Wars Episode 8. It's on my list. It doesn't even have a subtitle. No one knows what the title is. The First Order Strikes Back. We'll call it that. All right, guys. So, I mean, in the end, that's my list. Those are the 10 movies I'm looking forward to. Like I said, there's actually 15, 20, probably 25 movies I'm looking forward to because I'm an optimist. But if I'm going to whittle it down to 10, these are the 10 that stand out to me. I'm either super jacked for them or interested in them. Point is, I'm thinking about them, and these are the ones I'm thinking about. All right, guys. So your 10 movies you are looking forward to in 2017. What are they? Whatever they are, comment below. Let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.